What is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today we are back in Spin Tires taking a look at another mod. Now, this mod is actually, well, it's an 05 Ford Ranger, and it was made by Spun in Darkness, SID. Now, we haven't seen a lot of mods from Spun in a while. We haven't seen a lot of mods from him on my channel, and we really haven't seen many mods from him around really anywhere. And I won't get too in-depth about why, but just there was a lot of stuff that that caused just certain things to go down. And Spun's kind of laying low right now because of that, but he actually sent me a few mods to be able to show you guys, and this 05 Ford Ranger is one of them. Now, this particular truck is actually quite quick. It's got a lot of power, and it really does a good job going through mud. So the cool thing about it is the fact that, if I can get through these trees real quick, the nice thing about it is that I haven't driven a vehicle made by Spun in a long time. And when you get back to driving some of his vehicles, you really get the amount of quality these vehicles have. From everything to the suspension, to the gearbox. I mean, you can just leave this truck in auto, and it just does what it does. I mean, the transmission is not, constantly shifting down 3 times and then, all of a sudden shifting up 3 times. It does pretty much just what you want it to do and what it's supposed to do, really. You can just leave it in auto, and diff lock and all-wheel drive on, and it'll go wherever, which is something that I kind of missed about Spun's trucks. And I've got a couple of other vehicles from him coming soon that are not trucks. They're I'll kind of hint at what they are. They're Jeeps. I'm not gonna say exactly what Jeeps they are, but they're Jeeps. And one of them is, well, I should say both of them, but one of them is particularly badass. So, ooh, don't even think about rolling. Ooh, that was close. That was ridiculously close. But I do not know when or if and when these mods will be released. I feel like what I should tell you guys right now is, just because of the way the Spin Tires modding community is right now as far as the state of it, probably don't expect these mods to be released very, very soon. I mean, I'm sure they will be released eventually, but these mods are still in development, so I'm not sure when they will actually come out. And there are more mods actually that are going to be popping up on spintires.nl really soon, and that's where I've been getting a lot of my mods from lately. And that's where kind of I feel like a lot of the more high-profile modders have been moving to, instead of, like, say, for example, the Uvi site. So that's where I suggest looking for mods. I feel like you'll find a lot of really good mods there, and that's, like I said, that's where I get a lot of my mods. If not, I would say probably 95% of my mods come from spintires.nl. So I'll leave a link actually in the description box below to that site, because I mean, it's a pretty cool site. It's a very simple site. You go on it and there's your mods. I mean, it can't really get more simple than that. But and the cool thing too is that when I'm going to change subject actually to the truck, and the biggest thing though with this truck is that it's got a lot of power, but it's actually not a did not mean to do that. That was not my intention. No, the cool thing about this truck is that it's not actually that wide. So the way it puts down power is great, because you're not having to constantly think about, will the truck even fit? Because it's not a large truck, it's a small truck, and there's actually there aren't any other wheel and tire options. So you don't really have to worry about, like, oh, I could fit through here, but I need grippier tires. No, I mean, this is the set of wheels and tires that you get, and you're pretty much going to stick with these throughout the whole time you're using this truck. And the nice thing, like I said, the nice thing about it is the fact that it can pretty much go anywhere, because it's got enough power to do it, but it's also not extremely wide or anything like that, which makes it a nice trail rig, or, a small kind of trail truck. Holy crap, geez, that water is ridiculously deep. I had no idea. I remember it being a little bit, I don't remember it being that deep. I mean, I remember that water being somewhat deep, but not that deep. That's a little ridiculous. So I remember taking trucks back through here when I was doing, like, the lumber deliveries and stuff like that, especially in multiplayer. I remember playing multiplayer with Gunner and AR-12. Those videos were filmed, like, a while ago. That was a long time ago, but I still have really good memories of that stuff. I also really have good memories of doing modded multiplayer with Spun and Brute and, some other guys too, maybe, like, sometimes Serious. And I would love to get some of those videos filmed again. I mean, if you guys would like to see modded multiplayer again, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see what I can do as far as kind of bringing that together. Because, like I said, I would really love to film that, and I feel like it's something that it's something that was almost like a staple for my channel for a while, and when the community started to, when the Spin Tires modding community started to split up a little bit, it made it a little bit more difficult to film those videos. So, but I would really like to get back to filming those again, and I feel like they're just a lot of fun to film, and it's a different side of Spin Tires that not a lot of people see very often. Oh my god, the map again. The map keeps coming up. I'm like, what? Why does the map keep coming up? The truck just slowed down ridiculously. It's like all of a sudden it's just going ridiculously slow. Let me switch it into high. That was actually no point, because high is actually slower than auto. Now, if you guys have seen a lot of my previous Spin Tires videos or Spin Tires vehicle tests here on the Volcano map, you'll know where we're headed. If you don't, basically we're headed to a ridiculously difficult hill climb. And there are very few vehicles that can actually make this hill climb without winching. 99% of the time, vehicles will have to winch. So it's not like, if this thing has to winch, it's not like it's failed or anything like that. It's just pretty much expected that it will have to winch, honestly. Let me put it in, actually let's put it in high and see what happens. And just power it. Come on! Wow, okay. So this truck is in that, like, very small percentage that doesn't have to winch going up that hill, which is extremely rare. Because like I said, I mean, you saw how steep that hill was. There was Raptors that can't get up that hill. And that's the other thing, though, that's nice about this truck, is the even torque band and power delivery. So, uh-oh. Is it stuck now? I mean, is it seriously on its... Uh-oh. Oh, no. That's... I do believe we've screwed it up. Yeah, I don't think we'll be... Well, wait a minute. Maybe we can get it... Oh, yes! Power solves everything, apparently. Just back up real quick, because I do want to take it up there, too, because that leads up to some rocks. I don't mean like, you know, like baby rock crawling. I mean like actual, you know, cliff face kind of stuff. And when you put this thing in high, it just goes. It does not stall out in high. You can put it in high, like, from a dead stop, and it will not stall out, which is really quite nice if you're going to be doing any kind of crawling or any kind of, like, steep hills. It's nice to have that. No way! No way! Holy crap! Okay, yeah, this thing just got a little bit more, this thing turned into a little bit more high profile of an off-roader. Because I mean, are you seeing where we are right now? I don't think I've ever driven anything else up here before. This is pretty insane. I mean, you can't really, like, uh-oh. Go backwards. Go backwards. Go backwards, come on. Get grip. Oh, there you go. Now if we can back up the rest of this rock, I'll be happy. Be quite happy. Come on. Nah, I don't think it's gonna do it. I really genuinely don't think it's gonna do it. Just because of the fact that the lip on that rock is so huge. Like that. Yeah, we're not gonna get back up that's for sure. We might get there going forwards, but we're not gonna get there going in reverse. But either way, I mean, look at this area. This is not an area of the map you generally see at all. Only the craziest of off-roaders can get up here anyway. I mean, we're just, like, basically driving along a ridge line right now. All jokes about the Honda Ridgeline aside, that is not a truck. The Honda Ridgeline is not a truck. That thing is a car. I mean, you can say it has a bed, you know, whatever. That thing is a car. That's not a truck. I wonder how far this Ridgeline goes. I mean, I keep saying Ridgeline. I'm gonna keep thinking about the freaking Honda Ridgeline, but no, it's almost there to the edge. We get back onto the other side of the ridge where we were before. We've just kind of done a loop. If we can avoid going over the top of that rock, I feel like it's going to be a much better option. I'm going to have to back up, though. There we go. It's just getting this thing properly positioned on these rocks, and then and then it just grips up and goes. See, that's the thing that's different with this truck than a lot of other trucks, is that a lot of other trucks, there's just no way, like no option, or either that or you have to be going with a ton of momentum, like a ridiculous amount of momentum. Whereas with this, if you get the placement of the truck right, you can pretty much go wherever you want to. And that's kind of a nice thing, because you're never having to worry about, I don't know if I can actually even make it up that. You're more like, well, I've fallen and speared the truck with a tree. But no, come on. And you know what? It's really convenient having no damage. It really is convenient. So you can try jumps and stuff like that, and either that or hit randomly placed trees that are in the way, and the truck doesn't, well, die. Not dying is always a nice thing. It's always a nice thing. Let's stick it in high and see if it can cross this water. I mean, it should, but, I mean, because this is where the road actually goes, but I do want to see if the truck, it basically drowns. Oh, better yet. Better yet. I know it. Oh, dear God. Yeah, that would be damaging the truck. If it had damage, I mean, that is, but still. That'd be completely, that would be ruining it. And you know what? I think we're going to go right, because we have no damage. And I know it gets deeper over there, but it's all good, because we have no damage. Actually, I don't even think it does get deeper. It's like, it's just the same over here. Then it just drives right out. No problem at all. It's like, bro, what water? What water? What hill? What rock? What hill? What cliff face? I'm good to go. Again, like I said, admittedly, I don't really like Ford Rangers, but this one is pretty freaking cool. I mean, it's actually quite nice. It's a really effective off-roader, and I really, really think that he's doing a good job with this thing. I mean, obviously, it's not 100% done, but it's very, very close, and I think Spun did a great job with it, so if you guys enjoyed the Spin Tires video, then don't forget to leave me a like. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more. I'll be bringing more of these mods very, very soon. I'll actually be bringing more of Spun's mods, Brute's mods. I'm actually kind of working to kind of get that side of the Spin Tires community back onto my channel, because the quality of these mods is much, much higher. So again, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later.